Hi, everyone. I get turned on when my patients cry. And early on in my career, I will admit that I used to find this very distressing because it would happen and I would sort of immediately, be kind of shocked with myself and try to push it out of my mind and say, no, this can't be happening. I'm not a monster. What's wrong with me? I really beat myself up over it. But the feeling didn't go away. In fact, it got worse, and it started to happen every single time. And so eventually I said, well, what would happen if instead of immediately trying to push this out of my mind, what if I just sat with it for a little bit? And when I felt it start to happen, what if I just enjoyed it, And there was still a lot of guilt for a long time. But then I started to realize this isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's kind of a superpower. It's kind of like in a video game when you can press a special button and all of a sudden all of your moves they cause much more damage. You're a lot stronger until it wears off. I don't know if there's a name for that. But it was kind of like I had super empathy. And what I mean by that is, I'm sure that you've all noticed anecdotally in your lives that when you're attracted to people, you tend to care about them more. And you tend to be more invested in, I'll put it this way. If you think somebody's hot, then you're going to be much more likely to listen to them, talk for an hour about how bad their day was and give them insightful feedback. So now, every time that it happens to me, I say, thank you, Lord, because I realize this is my gift. This is why God made me be a therapist, because I have a physical response to people who are in pain, and I have a physical response to people who are in distress. And that allows me to do what I do and do it well, And it's kind of like how when you have a surgeon, you don't want a surgeon who's going to be really squeamish, and you kind of want a surgeon who's a little bit of a psychopath, because then they're going to have a steady hand, and they're not going to be like, I'm so scared that I'm cutting this guy's heart open, That's kind of like me, but in a psychological sense. So anyway, this was just something that I was thinking about this morning, and it came up. I tried to explain all of this to my colleague over at brunch, and I really think that it did not land. And maybe I didn't explain it right in the moment, and I should have phrased it better. But I'm hoping that you guys will understand what I mean, and we can sort of start to have this dialogue about mental health professionals and therapists and the advantages we have that maybe other people might, at first kind of be a little shocked by, but it's only because they don't understand, and they don't understand what makes somebody capable of doing what we do. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Have a great day.